Hey, it's CJ here. Welcome into the channel. I just have to do that to make it like an intro so the video looks like it's a real video once we do it. Y'all remember this one? If you weren't here last time, you can go back and watch this of the cat one that we made, and it's really cool. I'll tell you here in a second about all the things I did to it. But first, let me explain why it's lucky that I'm here today. Because my work called me last minute, late last night, and they wanted me to drive all the way down to Eugene, actually past Eugene, and you probably don't know the area, but it's far. It's like 3-hour drive. There, one way, 3 hours one way, 3 hours back the other way. Plus, I had to do a bunch of stuff in between that to try. I planned my route, so my route, I planned it, so I was able to make it in time. Looks like that's gonna go.
Hi, ladies. Hand waving.
I like our British lady. I'm glad she's back. I'm able to use her. So I made it. I did it. I drove. I got up early and I took the journey and I made it all the way down there. And the guy was super happy.
That's so awesome. Looking, love the addition of the fish.
Yes. Now I'll tell you about the fish. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Oh, I had a big journey. Yeah, I told you the journey. It was a big journey. I drove. I went fast. I didn't go too fast. I wanted to make sure I made it back safely. Make it back safely. That's always important. And, you know, you're on the racetrack out there and everyone's going, 90. So I got to go 100, And, it's 65. If anyone asks, the speed limit's 65 around here. But, I may have been pushing that a little bit. And another thing that happened is I got a note on my door and they're going to come through and do a walkthrough of our place here because we're renters right now. I sold my house years back and we're renting now. And every year they come and walk through and want to make sure everything's not messed with and you didn't do some damage to the property. So tomorrow they're going to come walk through our place. Imagine what they're going to see. I had to hide some of my magazines behind the curtain. Don't tell them where all my magazines are. They might think it's a fire hazard or something. I don't know. It's just funny. I joke with the people who run the place, so hopefully they don't really care. And I give them free magazines, actually. I haven't in a while because I felt like I was kind of bugging them at work, so I've kind of stopped doing that. But if they ever want some magazines, they know I have them. Anyway, those are all the drama stories for me. When we were going to wrap up, I forgot that we had the trolley. And so I kind of meant the trolley to go with that sign. It just kind of reminds me of the vibe of like the little trolley, post. Which direction are you going? And I know it's a little weird, but the colors do kind of go with it. It's meant to be a cluttery collage, so throw a bunch of stuff in there. And then last minute, I was like, I did the sand thing for Colleen and I really like it. I like how it's kind of like it's beached or they're at the beach or something that's coming in, It's abstract, but also I found these little rocks and it has a shadow, almost like how the shadows are coming on the trees. And I thought that was really cool. And I'm like, okay, cool. That would be cool if there's like a fish, or I was going to get a guy like standing on the rocks, like fishing. And I was like, oh, I have this guy and he has a chef hat on and he's facing, his back is to the front, We're looking at his back and he has a chef hat on. I know I have that clipping somewhere and I thought I would just look in my thing, but the first one was a clipping that we found was this tuna fish. It's a couple of streams back when we were cutting up magazines, but those girls had like this tuna fish popping out of the bottom of their freezer. And I was just like, oh, that is so awesome. And I wasn't sure if it would go right there, but thought maybe down here. And it's just, he's a fish. The cat wants his tuna fish. So I just thought it was fun. I had a lot of fun making this with y'all. And I went back and watched it a little bit to, see how things are going audio wise and stuff. And I was straight crying. I don't think you could really see it, but there were actual tears coming out of my eyes from laughing at when we dropped the cat on there. So I had a lot of fun. I hope y'all had fun doing it too. It's just super interesting. A different type of thing. So I can't go. We're probably not going to cut up magazines today because they're going to come and look at my place tomorrow. And I don't want to go and shred up a bunch of stuff. And I had to kind of tuck everything away. And after I tucked everything away, I realized that I don't have much out. Well, I do have some, but I was like, what interesting vintage stuff. Well, I have some vintage stuff. We're going to collage. Oh, let me do that real quick. So I ran a poll. Thank you all for participating in the poll. We ran a poll. I asked, I want your opinion for the next live stream on Tuesday. Would you like to collage with modern, throwback, or vintage magazines? Pick one of the options below. And I kind of figured modern, the past 15 years to present. That was kind of just what I thought. I don't know if that's true, but throwback magazines from like the 90s and early 2000s, and then vintage like 1980s and before. I know it's sad to say that those are vintage, but I guess I'm vintage now because I was born in the 80s, so I guess I'm vintage as well. And the poll results were, we had 18 people place votes. So that's pretty good for us over here. We had 18 votes. That's pretty good. Here's the results. The results were vintage, and you can see this is my other little page that I have, and I picked my favorite. And my favorite's probably throwback magazines from the 90s, early 2000s. I like modern too, but it's a good mix. We got 18% modern, or 28% on the modern. We got 28% on the throwback, and we had 44% vintage magazines. So vintage magazines won out, and that's what we did today. That's what we're gonna collage with today. So that was pretty cool. Next time I'm gonna run the poll right here live. It looks like I can set up a poll even before the live stream goes, and then we can maybe run the poll ahead of time, like the day of. So if you see that thumbnail next time, let's say Saturday when I do my next live stream, I'll place a poll in the comment section early, and then hopefully it works. I don't know, I've never done that before, so hopefully that works, and we can place it. It's going to be for something different. Obviously we're not going to run that every time because vintage seems to win every time. No, I don't know. People like vintage magazines, so it's really cool. What's that? Hold on a second. I'll let that go.
Cassie _is_Angela Spot said, I didn't like hearing the music I listened to in high school on the oldies channel. Guess I am vintage too.
Okay. It's funny as we go back into, me personally, I go back to songs that I didn't like, or maybe because they were played out so bad, like in high school or oldies like that, depending on the times. But it's like, man, then I hear them these days and I'm like, wow, that was the jam, like that. And even that happens with modern songs and stuff too. Like, I'm like, I hated that song when it was like popular and everyone liked it. And then now nobody likes it. And then I come across it again. I'm like, this song's actually the jam. And I don't know. I find songs like that. I love all types of genres of music, so I kind of like to dive deep into stuff. Deep cuts. I'm a type of person who will search for the deep cuts. I find a good song or something, I'm going to go listen to the rest of their album, and I'm going to find some songs in there that nobody listens to, probably. And it's really fun. That's the cool thing about digital music. I have my, issues with digital music, but I'm way past those times. I'll explain it to y'all. I used to work in music, and I did a lot of music, and I worked in recording studios. I ran a lot of recording studios, and I worked with a lot of independent artists, and they used to make a lot of money from like selling their CDs and stuff at shows. And I knew, I predicted it. I'm like, I'm not like some revolutionary person, but I was just like, I know CDs are going to go extinct. And I remember arguing with one of my friends. He's like, no way, CDs are not going to go extinct, compact disc, and I was like, why would somebody want something that can just get scratched and ruined? I mean, I can see why the record companies would, so it could get ruined, so you go buy another one. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that. But when I started seeing digital music become a thing, I'm like, CDs will become extinct. And, maybe they'll come back around like records and be kind of novel or something. But I knew it. I knew that we were going to go out of like digital CD sales and going to go into, or go out of, compact discs and go into digital CD sales. And sure enough, their whole, I was working with record labels and stuff, and their stuff went totally from being like selling CDs all the time to just digital, to them not even selling CDs at the shows, where they would give people like digital coupons, or they'd be like a voucher to go download the album or something. Like, here's a free album, you go scan this, and it would like give them the code to like go download from Apple Music. It was just wild times. But I did see the pay go down, because first, when digital music came, you'd make like $7 a CD. Like you'd sell a CD through Apple Music. If someone bought your whole album, it'd make like $7 or something, depending on what you listed it for. But then as things came around, people just started buying singular songs, and then you would make like 70 cents each song. And it's like, okay, this is profitable. Now you're making only 70 cents each song. You could sell a bunch of songs. And then it went to streaming platforms, and that was about the end for me. I was like, I've evolved this many times through the music industry, and now I've seen it go from like selling CDs and making a really good profit, like getting boxes full of CDs with all the print on them, look really cool, the fold outs and stuff, to go into all the way to just put it on a streaming platform and get a fraction of a cent. Just so you know, your favorite artist gets a fraction of a penny when you stream their song on the platform. Now, I used to kind of boycott it, but now I'm a full-on Spotify user, like full-on Spotify user. So I had to embrace it. But as far as artists go, and if y'all know about like AI music straight taking over all of those platforms as well, and soon you won't even be able to notice if you're listening to an AI generated music. It's getting crazy, but that's the world we live in, you know. So just some stuff for y'all. That's just my past a little bit. I'm gonna let that comment read and then we'll get into it.
Y9S said 60s and 70s albums for me, but I'm an old fart.
Yeah, I mean 80s for me, but I still go back to the 60s and 70s. Me and Colleen sometimes talk about music and different artists. We're different in ways, because I also go all the way up to modern and stuff. So it just really depends on what we are. So this is a different question. Let me just get y'all saying some questions. First, answering the questions. I'm gonna need a question. Here's our collage. I hope y'all like it. I had a lot of fun making it with y'all. If you want to look at it, you can find it on the Facebook community feed. If you want to join that community, that'd be super awesome, because we can all hang out there. You can post your collages there. I want to see what you make. It don't even have to be collage. Like, make some art or whatever and show it to us. It's the Creative Juice Facebook group, and you can find the link in the description to this video or on the bottom of my link page. Just click my link page and go down to the bottom and you'll see the Creative Juice Facebook group, and come over there and join us. And that's where you'll see that picture, and we'll get some more pictures. I did not have a bunch of vintage magazines available. I have some, they're buried. I had to hide everything because I don't want the apartments getting all mad at me for all my stuff. But here's one. This is a throwback one. This one is from 2006. So see, this is we're probably in one of my favorite eras, early 2000s, maybe like the 2010s or something. I don't know. I don't have favorites. I just like it. But I want to know from you. Here's the question of the live stream before we get live streaming. I'm going to flip through this and you guys can answer your question. What is your favorite magazine publication to collage with? I know that's kind of a collage question. If you're an artist, you can just say what's your favorite magazine publication. Either way, to collage with, to make art with, to cut up, or to read, or whatever. What's your favorite publication? You can pick more than one. I know it's hard. It's like asking what your favorite song is, or what's your favorite type of food. It's tricky.
Jewelry, you say. Let me have it.
Jewelry, yes. So I have lots of jewelry in here. I think I'm gonna write that down for you, Lexi. Jewelry wants some. Lexi wants some jewelry, and there's lots of cool jewelry. Actually, I know there's some in here. So this one is gonna be really cool. This is a Rob report. Did I tell you that? I don't think I even told you that. This is November 2006. It's a Rob report for the luxury lifestyle. I don't know if you've ever seen Rob report magazines, but they are very clean. They are very crisp. This one's a different type of issue, but I have other issues too.
Look at those tumbling rings. You can make a whole tiny circus.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that one's gonna be yours, Lexi. I need to see that happen. Oh, yeah.
Nat Geo, Vogue, Cosmo, anything else I can get.
Awesome. We'll talk about how to get some free stuff here more in the future, because I've learned a couple tricks. Nat Geo, we're collaging with some Nat Geo today. So we're gonna flip through this Rob report and we're gonna do some Nat Geo. I do like some Vogues and some Cosmo. It depends on the era of Cosmos. I've found that it's really tricky with the Cosmopolitans for me. Like, if they go too old, then they're not quite right, and if they go too new, then they're it depends, I guess, on the advertisements inside of them. But definitely I love me some Vogue. I don't know, I found that Vogue Paris magazine and I'm just in love with that Vogue Paris. It's a Vogue Paris. It's not I'll have to show it to y'all sometime. Well, we can't look at it all, you know, because sometimes they don't wear shirts and stuff, you know. It's Paris. I think I'm gonna give this to Lexi. So yeah, y'all let me know what you like. You could tell me that, and see all this jewelry, Lexi. Look, there's a lot of it. So this is pretty fancy. This is a luxury lifestyle. This is lots of cool jewelry, but there's also like watches. I think I was joking the other stream about I have so many watches I can't even keep them all. Look at this Hummer, it's jumping right at you. That's like an H2 or something. No, this might even be before the H2s. It's pretty crazy. There are really cool fashion pictures in here, but there's also, see, I wanted to use this for teeth. I think they had one for teeth for the Fabulage. I think they had a prompt for teeth, and I have this ad multiple times, and I wanted to use that one for teeth because that would have been perfect. But oh yeah. Okay, do we see an ad for that, or is this how old this is? Oh, you like AARP magazine? You know what, I have some of those right under the table. I seriously do. Somebody gave them to me. So I told you we had watches in here. Tons of watches. Oh, look, she's so happy. She just got married. She can't believe it. He engaged.
And I have to say Architectural Digest or El Decor. I used to love Mass Traveler, but I swear the photos have gone downhill.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that with some magazines. This girl, I swear I've stole her necklace before. It's not a pearl necklace. I stole her necklace though. And used it for a different collage. I don't remember why or when, but since I have a whole bunch of raw reports from this 2006, 2007 era, I've cut up a bunch of them. I was cutting them up for my ASMR. Is that a Rolls Royce or is that a Bentley? I think it's a Bentley. Oh, it says it right on. You know, read it and it'll tell you. And there's a watch to match if you want the Bentley. But I know here, look at this cool piece of jewelry. He's like a salamander. He's a salamander. Do the salamander salsa. Lots of luxury stuff we're going to get in here. These could go with your rings there, Lexi. There's another ring one that you can bring those together with your other ring one. I want to see how it turns out. It's coming your way. So maybe this whole magazine will come your way because I have multiples. Oh, she's so pretty with her. I don't know what kind is jade or something. Not sure. It's green. Cool cigar ones. There's lots of cool stuff in here. You'll see some of it's, you know, preppy or something, but it's all luxury. Oh, check out that technology. Don't you need that? It's not a flip phone. Our phones don't flip. They push up. You just push it up and it's the Samsung. We're going to compete with the BlackBerry. Oh, T-Mobile was still around at that time. Ooh, yeah, this is the other cool thing about these magazines. Check out that luxurious car. I don't know, was that run on Steam or something? It might be steam powered. I'm not sure. But hey, Lexi, this kind of goes with your antiques. But the thing about the antiques in here is they weren't set up at the antique show. These are like people put them in here to feature them. So they're in people's private collection. Look at that cork. What is that horn?
Those are also very nice rings. I will accept your offering since I'm currently in a productivity delusion.
All right, well, now we know. We're just going to force something on you, and then you're going to have to be forced to do something. So we're going to do it. We're going to send you this one right here. This is Lexi's. I have other ones of these, so don't y'all fret. We're going to cut them up and make some collages. I like her splashing out of that watch. I hope I don't see something that I need. There might be a page or two missing out of here. It's really cool. I like this thing. I've seen this ad before, and you know, it just reminds me of it as a kid. I don't know if as a kid if you ever remember. Well, definitely remember making the paper airplanes, but the paper boats. We used to live on this hill, and water would always come rolling down, you know, the gutter stream. And me and my brothers used to always make these little paper boats and try to make them go down. So that's what that reminds me of. Lots of jewelry to cut out. Lots of jewelry, watches. There's more stuff. Let me get a little further, because this is kind of a, you know, a specialty issue. We'll go into like artifacts. They're not artifacts, they're just like antiques. But then you'll look at real estate and stuff like that. They're pretty interesting magazines. Here's something that I would totally do, like that chair, couch, but it wouldn't be a chair. Like, cut that out and make that someone's hat or something. Or what if they're surfing on that? Like, that would be really cool. Someone's standing on that surfing. I really like their wallpaper. That's not enough wallpaper, but I really like it. I thought about going, me and Colleen were chatting about going to the wallpaper store and asking for their scraps. Look at all these watches. I don't need any more watches. I have so many watches from these magazines is exactly where they all came from. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them have lots of watches. But it'd be cool to go over and just see, you know, get their scraps, because wallpaper is really cool and I like texture. So here we go with some jewelry stuff. That thing is pretty awesome right there. It's just like diamonds sewn into your shirt or whatever. One just falls off. Oh, who cares? You know, it's just replace it. This looks like someone's like crown of like some evil queen or something. That would be cool. Cut that out, put it on her head. A little bit of detail cutting, but that would be fun. It's just a seashell. It looks kind of like a seashell. It's pretty. Hopefully y'all can. Oh yeah, you could see that. Looks really cool. I really like that one. The bracelets, cool for collage. That's a lot of detail cutting, but maybe you can keep the picture and put something in front of it. Not sure. Here's some more rings.
Can you flip through one of your fly fishing magazines one day?
Oh, okay.
So many times that I feel there must be gold in there you've missed.
Oh, I bet you there is. I bet you there is. I have a couple stacks of them still. I got rid of some of them, but I have a bunch of them. So yeah, I could totally do that. I'll do that next time. Request granted. Fly fishing.
Send. There's so much cool stuff in this one.
This one's yours, Lexi. I'm gonna give this one to you.
Send. I don't have wallpaper, but I pretend that I am going to paint and grab a few paint samples if I am at a store that has them tears of joy.
Oh, that's a good one. Like, oh yeah, girl, let me get a couple of those. And I bet you they wouldn't mind. This is where I was going to show y'all this because I saw this guy. He's a salamander. I don't know if he's a salamander. I just like saying that word. Salamander. He's a salamander. He's probably like a gecko or something. But he works for Geico. But this thing's really cool. It's like reminds me of like some Mayan temple thing or something. I don't really know. But it's really cool. And I really like it. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's a bracelet. It might be a bracelet. Man, that would be some shiny bracelet right there. And you got this watch on this hand, this bracelet on this hand. Man, I don't know. It might be a little too flashy. A little too flashy for me. Kind of like to keep it modest. Oh, this one too. Really cool. It's really beautiful. Super beautiful. So I'll keep showing y'all just a little bit since I can't. I'm never going to see it again because I'm giving it to Lexi.
He's a gecko. He's got those climbing toes.
He's a gecko, yeah. Cool, well, he's your gecko now. It's coming your way. This is a thick magazine. I hope I fit it in one of those things. We're getting medieval. They're so rich they go and bet on like medieval horse races. I saw that in like the desert. They're in like Saudi Arabia or something. They're so rich they bet on camels.
Hey CJ.
Hey!
Hand waving.
Good to see you. We were talking about helping. You're going to help out do some moderating here in the future. I should add that to your title there. Let me do that before we start collaging here, because I could appreciate the help as we go on. And if y'all want to talk to me personally, you could do it on Facebook or Instagram. I am on Instagram. I don't get on there as much, I must admit. I want to go and like everybody's stuff, but I had to go drive everywhere. Hey, look, it's Jenny. Jenny's got a body. This was my first fast-paced collage transformation. I used this picture and I used this, and then a different piece, and then a piece of wine bottle popping. It wasn't the best. It was my first one, but you can still go see it on my quick transformations in the playlist on my page. Jenny, I like that song, Jenny. If you guys ever listen to the song Jenny, I don't know. Oh, I got Showboats Magazine International. I have that magazine. Showboats International used to be called Yachting or something. They changed the name. I forget. It says what it used to be, but it's Showboats International.
Set. Sounds great. Happy to help.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for coming in and being so awesome. We're going to have such an awesome community. It's going to be so fun. Look at that Ferrari. It's a Ferrari watch. Man, if you can't have the car, at least get the watch. Well, maybe not. Maybe wait to get the car and then get the watch. So now we're into houses. And then it also, look at this sound. Look at that beautiful piano. I would like to play on that piano for a little bit. These are like craftsman tables and stuff. Just really cool magazines. I have variations of these where they're just about collectibles and stuff. I really wanted to show those off to y'all as well, but I figured this one, since I don't have a lot of magazines sitting out, we'll get into yachts. Do you want to get into the yacht life? I mean, these are, look, I mean, some James Bondy stuff. James Bondy stuff, but it's just wild. That's a cool one. You're for sure to find some stuff in here, Lexi. I think you will really like it. And since I have so many, I'll pass this one on to you because You know, I appreciate you so much. Oh, we're even custom liquor bottles. You want these custom, the spirits? Like, look at that. That looks so cool. I know I already have some cut out of a different one, but oh, we're going to get into some collaging with some of that stuff as well. And so when I say that, I don't know, I don't have a favorite time period, but I do think I kind of lean towards, there's the wine stuff we were talking about. I think I might lean to like, I think I like to call them throwback, like 90s, 2000s, you know, it's kind of throwback-ish. It's just, it's not vintage, but it's stuff that we remember, like 20 years ago, I remember that show, you know, and it's just kind of funny to mess with some of that stuff. I have a bunch of Maxim magazines that are like totally from the early 2000s. So funny.
I am on it, as always.
All right. And check this one out. I want to show this one to you, Lexi. I don't know. It already has the boat in the hand, but the drip and the water is already there. So maybe if you wanted to put something different in the hand instead of the boat, a plant, maybe the circus people right in there. It's a pretty cool one. And yeah, well, thank you for being a friend, Lexi. I really appreciate it. And I enjoy our conversations that we have. This is the Rob Report. And I have a bunch more for y'all that we can check out and go through. But the vote was no, it was not unanimous. That's a lie. There was 28% modern. Okay, so I'm glad that it didn't just go all the way vintage, because I know that vintage is the more, you know, common thing for collage, and I understand that. And I understand we'll do it. I will cater to everyone just so we can all do what we like. But you know, as I was saying, my vintage magazines, they smell, and I'll get some more, you know, but check it out. I have some vintage paper backdrops here, and we can pick which one works best for the vintage. The reason why I have this vintage paper is because I was making those vintage collages. And let's see.
Ooh, that hand is good inspiration too. We can make stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I think that would be cool. Well, we could today, but I'm giving that one to you. I have some more stuff. We can find that somewhere else. So I was making those vintage collages on my page. If y'all haven't seen those videos, you can go to the page and it says, will these sell? And I made 3 vintage collages in that. I ended up making a few more that I've already made. And then I had some more ideas in these bags. They're here. And then the vintage... Then the magazines are down there somewhere. They're just more Nat Geos from like the 40s. So this was one of my ideas. You know, like I said, I just like, oh, that'd be cool. Throw them in a little thing and then keep it together. Here's kind of the concepts of how that works. But it's been months. It's honestly been months. I was supposed to make this collage. So let's make it together and see what happens. There's plenty of other pieces here like this. If all else fails, we go here to this place. Looks like a fun place to go. But first we just need the llama. This guy, he's for something else. I don't know what else, but he's gonna be there. So since y'all voted vintage, you can give the video a like. Make sure you give the video a like so we all, you know, we keep growing the page and we all get the videos liking. But I'm gonna do what y'all wanted, what everyone voted on. I did not vote. I couldn't vote with my page, so I got on my other YouTube page and I placed my vote for throwback. But sadly, I was defeated. But it's all good. So we're gonna do a vintage one, dude. Let me show you the llama. He's, you know, this guy's funny too. But we just look at the llama. He, you know, he's interesting. I think he's a good thing to base off of, or, you know, kind of build somehow off of. I'm not quite sure about his fur, so let's go ahead and just cut around him. And then, I don't know, every time I try to add that like jaggedy fur, it starts looking weird.
I have so many future projects of images collected in clear sheets is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing until you forget. Like, that's what happened is I forgot what the idea was. Like, I don't know. I know this llama was the main thing, and then we're gonna have to figure it out together. It's kind of like the one that failed we just did the other day, where it had the boot girl, the girl's boots popping down. I don't remember what that was supposed to be. I mean, I guess we kind of put it together with the rocket ship, but I don't know. I forgot. But it's good to at least have them. You know, that was my train of thought when I would do this, is that it's like, well, inspiration. Like if I don't remember the full idea, maybe this like llama will spark a whole new idea and give me some inspiration. I think his little chin hair is funny there, or his spit dropping down, but I think I need to cut it off because it's gonna look weird if I don't. So I'm gonna cut that off. Yeah, so I mean, at least you're trying to organize them and put them in clear sheets. Are you putting them?
Jacobs-Y9S said, llama's spit.
Yeah. Oh, we need to get some llama spit. How are we gonna get the llama to spit? That is a good point. I think that's llama drool coming out of his mouth. I got rid of that, but now we can have the llama spit.
At Marcio 6718 said, this gentleman could have been pulling the salamander.
Oh yeah, he sure could have. That would be awesome. He's a gecko, okay? He's a gecko. Lexi knows his anatomy, so that's cool. He does look like a gecko. I just like saying salamander. I don't know why. Probably because my daughter has this little song thing, and they have the salamander salsa song on there, and she used to always play it, and we always joke about salamanders. Salamanders. This guy's pretty funny. We'll have to figure out how to get him to spit. I was gonna ask you, do you put them in clear, like, you know, the binders? Because I was thinking about that too, or maybe you already said that, and it had me thinking about that. Is you know, when school supplies come in.
A llama ate the string from my windbreaker as a kid. I got llama trauma.
That would suck, and pull that out your hoodie. Oh no. That's wild. Oh, what I keep meaning to say is, did you put them in like the binder folders with the clear sheets where you just drop them in the top? Because that seems like a good way to like organize your clippings. And they might fall out as long as you keep your binder upright. Then that would be a pretty good way to potentially organize the clippings. Seems like a smart thing to do, and then be able to find them, you know, because yeah, you could organize them, but how good are you going to be able to get to them? And I think something like that. I did see this guy. This is a long time ago, so it's not my idea, but he's like a big collage artist or something. It's like makes big collages like for the floor. He gets on the floor. He has a huge like warehouse. Oh, I wish I knew who he was and if I could find him again. But he was making a collage like on the full floor. It was wild. But what he had is one of those photo album books with like the clear sticky paper that just the clear paper pulls up and he puts it down and then he puts it back in. They use them for like photo albums and stuff, but he had all of his things organized in like all these. He could pull them off his shelf, like I want flowers, I want exotic flowers, and he could just pull the sheet back and find them. So I was looking for some of those. I never bought it. I never got one, but pretty interesting.
Yes, I put them in the clear sheets in binders, usually when I have a couple images for a project but no time.
Yeah.
I have a sticky note for the idea. Then I have some sheets with categorized clippings too. As Lexa can see,
sticky note, good idea.
Binder sleeves are the way to go. You can even get 3 whole sleeves for trading cards and coins for smaller clippings.
Nice. Trading cards. You just brought up something. I'm thinking about it. I'm not, you know, don't hold me to this, but it's like, how do I like make a way to like, you know, I gotta try to make some profit in the future to like be able to like spread my art out around and get, you know, people do like print clubs and stuff like that somehow where I could make a living off of it in the future. Not right now. And we'll see how it evolves, and y'all get to watch how it evolves here. But I was thinking of like, what if I made like trading cards? Like instead of like people, they could do, you know, postcards and stuff like that. I'm thinking about all my Surreal characters on like trading cards would be really interesting and a way to spread it.
Albums are nice, but you can only store 1 image flat on it, so the sheets hold more.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense. I think you'd have to be big time. This guy was super like a library of, you know, he had maybe like 1 or 2 flowers or a couple flowers. You can only, like you said, you can only do 1 sheet. If it was a full page, they would take up the full page. His were all cut out, so he never like glued his stuff down, I don't think, unless he was really going to sell it for something crazy. But that's what he did.
Artist trading cards, yeah.
Yeah, the trading cards would be pretty cool. And then like kind of like a print club, like you might get them every month or something, maybe like for members. If like, I never told y'all, we reached the 3,000 watch hours on the page we hit that, I need to get to the 500 subscribers, but then I could set up a member thing where I could put out special videos and little things that won't make it very expensive at all. But maybe something like that. If you're a member, you get a card in the mail or something.
Yeah, artist trading cards is a cool idea.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Said, excellent idea. I would buy art trading cards.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool. And we'll see how, it evolves. And that'd be cool. What if we all made them and we like traded them with each other? It'd be pretty fun too. I was just thinking of ways to like, yeah, it'd be cool to have a members thing, but I don't want to just say, oh, here's an extra video or here's some.
Small is in.
Awesome. Yeah, because then you don't have to like cover your whole wall, and you could collect them all in like a little pouch, just like trading cards as like a kid, like check out my trading cards. But then you can put them in those protective sleeves too, so it'd be really cool to make it safe.
Nice. Congrats. I'll definitely join your membership when you get it.
Awesome. Yeah, it'll be a while, but once we get there, but that was cool that we got the watch hours. So thank y'all for watching, because all these live streams help out for the watch hours. So I think that's how we got to the point to the watch hours, but I'll keep y'all informed as we go. Okay, so I'm a weird guy. If you didn't know already.
I trade with other community members too.
Nice. That'd be pretty awesome. So I see these columns, archways here as something totally like basing it off of it. I want those. I feel like I want those to like bring this like some structure or something, right? And then even this piece, like I don't want all this. These are cool pictures. Save those for some other day, but okay, there's the background that I think was supposed to be the background. And then this is supposed to happen. So I don't know how, but like maybe that comes out of his trumpet or something. You can see I was kind of on my way to making something. So let's get this guy out. But what I was thinking with this guy is get rid of the sky, keep this wall, and use the other walls to like bring it all in to make sense somehow. I'm not really sure down here. I think we'll just cut that off and we'll have to just figure out how it comes together. So let's try to cut this guy out and see how that goes. Do you all have any other, well, I guess we just talked about some of the best solutions there, because that's one of the hardest things is after you cut all these magazines up, how do you store them? I would love to have a big bookshelf. If you guys have any other suggestions, I know we just put out some really good ones, but if you have any other little suggestions of how we can organize our collage material, I would love to hear it, because I'm in the middle of doing that. And so any little bit helps. One thing that I did just hear is sticky note. I didn't use a sticky note for this idea. If I would have put a sticky note, like this goes here and this goes there, and it wouldn't have hurt. It would have took me like a couple minutes to write that on there. So that is a very good tip. And now that you say it, I kind of feel stupid for not putting a sticky note on these, because that would help me remember my idea, sort of like, okay, he's supposed to have the flower coming out of the trumpet. Although that might change here on us because we have a llama, and maybe now the llama's spitting down the trumpet, but that's because your ideas definitely call in through that idea out there. I don't know if it's going to go down the trumpet, but llamas do spit, and I didn't even think about that. They always spit in your face, or at least those are the videos that I see. Like you get a llama mad and they'll spit in your face.
Yeah, I get a lot of crazy ideas and have a bad memory, so I learn my lesson tears of joy.
Well, I'm going to learn from your lessons, and I'm going to try to do that because, they're rough ideas. It's just a rough idea. It doesn't have to be perfect, and that's the fun part about kind of putting them together is like, okay, this could work. And I guess that's the thing with collage. I think I mentioned that last time. It's the hard thing about making collage videos is you have this whole idea in your mind and you're like, oh, I just want to make this awesome masterpiece, or something. Masterpiece. But you never know. Maybe, maybe if you've done it so many times, you're like, okay, I know if I cut out a drip pattern, it's going to look cool on this. So maybe, but a lot of the times you don't really know how it's going to come together. So you could sit here, just for example, is like filming a video, and you could be like, I'm going to film this video, and then all of a sudden it comes out like totally doesn't work at all. And it's happened to me a bunch of times. And I do quick collages, so everything's just like quick. I don't like think about it for a week. I just do it. And so you'll see some videos on my page. It's like, that collage isn't that great, but that's okay. I just have to get over that. Well, I'm long over that, but that's the thing that I needed to get over, is like, you know what, it ain't always going to be good, but I should still share it anyway, because maybe somebody could learn something, or maybe I could go back and look at it and learn something cool, or learn something that I could have done different, or maybe something was good but then something didn't work, and I'll learn my lesson or something, or I'll pick up one little collaging skill from it.
Set. That's the fun part. You can always change your mind.
Yeah, you could just change your mind. Usually, but see, that's the thing for me, is usually I don't. Usually that's it, but and I don't come back to it. But at least, you know, I had fun doing it, and that's the best thing for me, is like, I'm having a good time while doing it, and I really enjoy it, and that's what's really good for me. So I think of it that way, of like, you know what, I didn't lose out. I had a good time, and you know, I did still make a video out of it, but I don't need to worry about like the artist type of thing. Like, I can't be seen making this weird stupid stuff. I gotta only create. Uh-oh. I think I cut off part of his trumpet here. Did I mess that up? Hope not. Talking and cutting. But you know, that, I guess you could say that with anything. Yeah, I messed his trumpet up. Dang it! Sound the trumpets! You know what? He's just not gonna have a front to his trumpet. You can imagine it was there. There'll be spit there. Yeah, I don't know what. It's trying to get too detailed right there. But I know, like with collaging or making any kind of art, or like music, back when I used to work with a bunch of artists, it's like, just do it. Like, just put it out there, you know. They're not all going to be hit songs, you know, and they're not all going to be hit collages, but maybe somebody really likes that song, you know, like, in that's why they're deep cuts. They're deep. They're down in that album, you know. They're not for everybody. They're for special people, you know. And some of them, they're just, the collages aren't special. It just didn't come out well. But you never really know until you try. So that's what I've learned. Just do it. Have fun. That's the number one rule I found a collage. I see people trying to tell their collaging rules, and I'm like, I didn't know there was rules. Nobody told me there were rules. I just think of it as like, the rule is to have fun and make something cool that you enjoyed making. And if that worked out, then I think you won.
Said, no one ever yelled at me for making bad art on stream. You know what I get yelled at for? Fussing over things for 10 minutes without making a decision. Just do it.
Yeah, there you go. That happens to me a lot. Just do it. Quit thinking about it. Thinking about it too long. Okay, I'm gonna try not to rip his finger off here, because I did just rip that part of his trumpet off. Sound the trumpets! I'm gonna hold it down. Oh, you know, I didn't do that. Should have got a new blade. I'm deserving of a new blade right now. Okay, finger, you stay intact there, little finger. I don't know why your finger's sticking out. What it is. I'll let y'all pick here some pieces here in a second. I just got to get our trumpet man out.
Alexic MC Graph, do you have a YT channel? Alexic MC Graph said, my collage rules are, don't eat the glue. That's it.
Well, I love that rule, but kind of don't. I feel like I should break it real quick, because some of this glue I have kind of smells good. Okay, who dares me to taste the glue? I know how we're gonna get our stream popular. Gonna be tasting glue. And it's a challenge channel. It's a collage challenge channel. How do you know if the glue's gonna stick? Well, I digested it first, and I'm not gonna say it. I won't say where my mind's going, but it solidified everything, and so it must be good. Talk about fiber. Okay. I just don't want to mess his trumpet up again. Come on. It's the Pied Piper. Let's go cut around. Oh, don't do that. It wants to pull it.
Said. CJ Stop Tears of Joy. At Lexicon said. Now, I just stream with a couple friends on their channels. I keep it on the down low because you need a high tolerance for neurodivergent traits to get through a cold sweat smile. At Cricket Cinema said. Please don't eat the glue.
Well, y'all dared me. I gotta take the dare. No, nobody dared me. I won't eat it. I won't eat the glue today because we're not using glue. But if I stick the tape to my eyebrows, will it make it so I don't have to pluck them and I could just rip them out of my face? That seems extreme. Seems really extreme to like wax. I will pluck my eyebrows though because they're crazy. They get crazy. He's pretty cool. He's the Pied Piper. Somebody pay the Pied Piper. I don't know what building this is, but it got a flag. I don't know where he's from, but you know, it's St. Patrick's Day. I forgot to say happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. The luck of the Irish today. We need it.
Lexicancy Graph said. Don't eat the glue. Just a little lick.
Just a little lick. All right, I shouldn't have started it because now it's feeling like a challenge. It's the challenge. I think that was my idea in the first place. Let's get it on some paper so you can actually see it better. And we don't know yet, so we need to get some more pieces. There, now you can probably see them a lot better. And then I could cut off the stem if we wanted to, but I mean, it kind of looks like he's blowing like the trumpet. Sound the trumpets! Arm the forces! Do y'all like that out of his trumpet? Do you like the flower? We'll probably be running out of space. Spaceman. I mean, I guess the llama could be in front of it or behind it. The llama doesn't like that. I don't know where we're going yet, so let's we could say if we like it or not, but it might not even work because we don't know what's happening. I had a bunch of flowers. Y'all can't see those. This looks like where they live. I don't know why, but it looks like, you know, where's the pot of gold at? I need the pot of gold.
Set. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know if we need this background, but it does have the rainbow from the pot of gold. And we could just cut out this little spot here and it could just come into the side. Like, that's a good one. I like the picture, but see this, we're dealing with Nat Geo. So everybody knows. See, this was a Nat Geo, but it had the text at the bottom.
Set. Love it. The flower totally works for the trumpet.
All right. I think that's cool. I don't know about the background yet because it might clutter it up and you can't see it. Plus, we're missing stuff. So the background's funny and the background's interesting. We may not use it though, but we'll decide. I'll let y'all make the decision on if it's too much. But the trumpet does look good and he looks good with the wall, right? So I don't know what the song is. You know the song. Charge! Everybody charge! And the llama's like, dude, really? No one's charging, dude. We'll figure out how to bring this together. So, what I had planned, from what my vague memory remembers is we might want that building there. So, okay, you guys are on pause. Nothing's final. Nothing's been glued down. No glue sticks have been licked yet. I have these buildings. I know it doesn't seem like anything at this point. Just give me a second, okay? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. What I think here is keep the people. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Keep the beautiful people. The beautiful people.
At Lexicancy Growth said, it's a hearty nay from me on that background. And
All right.
Cassie underscore is underscore Angela
I'll take it.
said, I like the background, but not for this.
All right. Well, for a different one. It's kind of cluttery, right? It's kind of cluttery right now. At least we saw the end of the rainbow. Now, who's down to go find the pot of gold? Because I need to find the pot of gold. If today I could just find one pot of gold, I would be good for tomorrow. Okay. This is the small one. We don't know what we're doing. I noticed my video on Thursday. First off, sorry for that. I dropped a video on Thursday, and I thought all my issues were fixed with my stuff, but apparently they're not. So this one, hopefully it is. I'll watch it back again, and hopefully I'm just not crackling right now, because I keep having to change my driver settings. I'm running on a MacBook, and it's not horrible. It's kind of a better one, and I've got it that way, but it may not be as good as what I actually need to be doing this. I don't have the upgraded super driver in it. So processing a video of me and this video seems to be, gotta mess with the settings some more. So I mess with them. So what I'm saying is the video on Thursday that comes out, it might have some weird jumpy spots where I had to just cut out some of my talking because it kept crackling. And that snap, crackle, pop is bugging me so bad. And I went and removed it. And so that video, but in that video, I kept saying I don't really know. I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't really know. It's like, oh, obviously I don't know what's going to happen because I had no clue. I was just like, I'm just going to do this. We're going to see what's going to happen. But working with that newer format that I was trying to just kind of be a little more chill, then I can kind of talk more here in the live streams, and my other videos don't need to be so much talking, which could be better for a relaxing, watch it for a longer time, put it on the background, and just, who knows, you watch it till the end and see what comes out from the collage. So I don't know, we'll see what happens with that video, but that video went up, and it's gonna go up on Thursday, so check that one out. Give it a thumbs up at the least. If you see it on there, just click on it and give it a thumbs up, and that should help us out, help us grow. Because the more we grow, I think the better things are going to get around here. I think that one, I might not even be able to use that one. Oh no. Well, you never know. Just like that other one, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to use it. And said it 10 times. I'm going to go back and start cutting that out, because I said that 20 times. I don't really know what's going to happen. Do I ever? No, never do. I really want to see some more of y'all collages. I really do. If y'all throw them up in that Facebook group. If you don't feel like sharing them publicly and you just want to share some with me privately, that's cool too. I understand. I'm on Instagram. It's the same thing. You can follow me there or whatever, but I'm not asking you to because I don't really use it. I don't really use it. It's there. It's there. I mean, I'm there. We can message each other. I try to check it every now and then, but I don't really know. I know this is weird, but you'd bear with me. It's probably gonna work. Just probably. Look, we'll keep this dude. He's combing his hair back. I mean, how cool is that? This guy. He's like, man, I don't care about them pigeons. I need to make sure my hair's slicked back right. We're not gonna lose him. I don't know how I would use him, but I'll keep him. From here. I'm just looking for some concrete, just looking for some concrete. Looks like they got the scaffolding on the building here. Let's get rid of all that. Can we make our own castle? I don't know. Probably could. It's like Legos, you just kind of get some pieces and then you just put them together. Watch, you'll see a Thursday video. Thursday's video is just like that. It's How about you grab some random pieces and put it together like a puzzle? Boom. It's a pretty cool archway. I don't know, it stuck out in my mind. And then this just looks like wood and stuff. So let me just set this to the side. What is this little girl doing over here? I don't know why she's in there, but she goes here. She's there wishing for a pot of gold too. Where was you once, girl? Like 10 minutes ago. Okay. I appreciate the feedback on the background because I really like it, but I'm just glad to hear that I'm not the only one that thinks that it's probably not for this piece. Okay, we have a cool statue. I mean, we can collage with people too if we want to. We can see what else comes up. If this one sucks, or we just keep this one minimal. Let's see. Statue. I don't think I need the statue right now. I actually don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna cut this piece out. Okay. And then let me just cut these pieces out. Yeah, no, it just takes time. But we'll figure it out here. I have another problem, which I might as well tell y'all while I'm cutting these out. Is I have like 50 boxes of Popular Mechanics magazines, and I think I've told y'all. I know I've told y'all. But I know I'm gonna need to move here. Not until the end of the year. But moving 50 box, I mean, I got 50 boxes of other things. But I don't need those anymore. And I hate to waste them. I sold some, but a couple people came and bought all my old ones. They bought my ones from the 40s and 50s and a little bit of the 60s. But now I have boxes from the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, and the 90s, and the Foreversies. I don't know, I have a ton of boxes of them. So, and I just had to hide a bunch of them because I did have them in my hallway there getting them ready to hopefully get someone to buy them. I think what's going to probably happen is I will go ahead and do like a clearance sale. Like, come get all these, 50 bucks. You must take them all. The second thing is I ship them all to Lexi and they end up on her porch because she wanted to battle and I like winning the battles. So that could happen. I just don't know if I want to pay for all that shipping. I'll have to hand deliver them, rent a U-Haul truck. I think I could just do a clearance sale, like take all of them for 50 bucks. And then there's two other scenarios. Either I donate them and I say for free to whoever wants to take them, but you got to take them all. Or we cut them up and just cut the cover. It's a lot of cutting, but there are some really, really cool covers on there. And I know we can collage with some of those covers, which I think we'll do anyway. If I'm going to just give them away, I'll take ones, we'll cut the covers off and do it. I sold the ones that are really desirable already. So this lady's like, do you have this cover? And I'm like, oh yeah, I have that full year. And then she showed up and we opened the box and the cover's like Finding the Titanic. I'm like, maybe I should have kept that one. She obviously knew what she was looking for. That one might have been more valuable than I thought, but hey, it's all good. She was a nice lady, an old science teacher, so I think she's gonna get good use out of it. I don't know what I was doing because now that I look at it, they're not as big as they were, and I don't know what's happening with the llama and the structure, but that's why I kind of knew that like it's not gonna work how my brain was working, because it's not big enough. Let's just see, because I don't have enough of them. I don't quite have enough. And I don't remember if that was supposed to go on the bottom. Let me just mess around for a second and see. I guess it's collage life. It's that collage life. You're either about that life or you're not about that life. I'm not sure. I like them as accent pieces, but I'm just not quite sure how they're going to be accent pieces.
Jacobs Y9S said, what does each box weigh?
Each box weighs... I don't know what each box weighs, actually. I don't have a scale. That's something that I'm very slacking on, is scales for like weighing mail. They're all in USPS flat rate medium-sized boxes, so each box costs about $20 something to ship. But, you know, that's not really the point maybe you're making. Maybe the point is, you know, keep lifting them and I'll be in shape. You should see my muscles. They're growing. They really are. I've been working out a lot. Moving magazines. Okay, so I did all that for possibly no reason at all. I don't know what's happening now. Okay, this is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go with this. I need your help. Because I do need your help. Okay. We have this. We like the trumpet. The llama's a little... You know, he could be right there, but then it almost needs something for the ground level. Plus, he's not as tall, but I could just cut off the top of this paper. So, and that kind of looks about right. But then we need something here because the way my mind goes is, you know, just having some legs sitting there is not my jam. But if you had
Sterling
like that...
66.
Oh, Sterling!
Hello, you collaging maniacs.
Hey, Sterling, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna, I'm gonna have y'all decide here. So we have this, and obviously things would get cut off and stuff. I think we're lacking the pieces, because I think the old idea showed, I don't remember what the old idea was. And then I was thinking that this like town would make it all work together, but we're not gonna go with this, like, I don't know, there's a rainbow.
Said, I keep the llama for something else.
Okay.
Cassie underscore is underscore Angela Spot.
That's good.
Said, that's my problem. I want to collect supplies, but also hope to move states soon, so I don't want too much to move.
Yeah, it's tricky because it's like, you know, you want to keep your stuff, but I'm doing a bunch of organizing, so hopefully they're in boxes. And as you can see, we're cutting up and getting rid of a lot. So that's going to be my strategy, but still it's a lot. But I don't want to lose my good materials. They're not really materials. They're just, a lady was getting rid of them. And so I kept them and I made those videos and then I bagged them and then, you know, I don't know why. I have them still. I kind of didn't want them to go to waste, but now the collection has been split into a bunch of people. That's a time right there.
Said, hey Sterling.
And then there's that plain one that didn't work in that one collage. And it ended up in here.
Lexicancy Grump said, at Clean Jacobs Y9S, I think I'm with you. I wish the llama was whole so the guy could be riding him backwards.
Oh, that would be super cool because he could do that. Okay, I think you were both right. And I like this right here. And we, you know, sometimes simple is better. Sometimes definitely I'm learning that a lot. Now, I'm not saying this simple. So that's pretty simple. We have some more flowers over here. We can do some stuff with those. We have a little structure here and this paper can get cut off. So we just have to use our imagination that the paper's only yay high. I could do this. Oh, whoops. Oh, hi. There. Use your imagination. Okay, there it is. All right, so I have all these bags. I probably explained these bags before, but this lady, these were for like Fred Meyer's Kroger pharmacy department, and you write on what they get. And then on this side, so this is cool because you could write your notes on them. The problem is they don't have a ring binder thing. So if you could put them in some kind of ring binder and then inside these bags, maybe you could do that because they wouldn't stink as bad. That protects the smell, you know.
Said, hey Sterling, speaking of collaging maniacs, CJ is going to eat you later in the stream.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, so some of these are scraps from my other collages that I didn't use. But I did really like this. Now this probably doesn't go with this either.
Y9S said, the flower looks like a trumpet.
Yeah, it blends right in with it. It's pretty cool how that works. There's a plant I never used. Guess who went and cut that thing out for no reason? Oh wait, was this an idea I haven't put together yet? Maybe. It's the lost idea of times past. These guys are cool. They're about to do something to somebody. Something's about to happen to somebody. They're going to end up in a trunk or something. And this guy's over here, the military guy, he's just watching. He's like, I don't know, but it ain't me. This is like out of some Goodfellas movie or something. I don't know. I'll just set that there for a minute. I think I had some really cool pieces. We're just going to do some looking around for a minute. So I believe I cut those out of a different collage. I forget what collage I used them for. Or obviously didn't use them for. This might have been the Rome one. I mean, I like this building here with these like things, but it's kind of different. This is like brick.
66 said, you mean I am not the only one who lacks my fingers off after gluing?
Nope. Apparently I gotta do it too. I try not to. Try not to. That's a beautiful piece of art right there, ain't it though? Obviously it's a very famous place. You might just need some plants growing around him. If he's gonna be flowery, we have a bunch more flowers and stuff to just maybe make it like a plantscape.
A clean Jacob's Y9S said, lick.
You're trying to see if it's gonna say it right. It's gonna say it right. She says the words right sometimes, okay, Colleen? She'll pronounce it right sometimes. Oh. You could just see I just cut that out. I have no clue why I did that. Oh, you can't see it. Bring it back down to life. We're not there yet. More clippings. Deploy the clippings. Look at that sailboat. Wow. That's what happens when you have no idea what you're doing. Luckily, we got some cool clippings here. Okay, you just scream if you see something that you think will work or something that tickles your fancy. You know what I mean. Something that really makes you go, ooh. The things that make you go, ooh. Okay, so I see a really cool mountain. This is a really cool bow. I don't think we're today. Where's that other place? Where's that place? I don't know. You put this sailboat in this water. And then you just cut around this background and they're like going, I really like that picture. I'm just saying, I'm gonna set it over here if we need to go to a different idea. Okay. He does look like he's kind of high. Not on the green stuff. Oh, I'm showing off my dog. It's Lassie. Maybe Lassie needs to come to this collage.
A Diamiller 8153 said, hi, just got here.
Hey.
Did you show the finished collage that had the cat peeking out of the top?
I did, and since you asked about it, I'll show it to you real fast.
Said, fart fart.
You're trying to test her English? It's real English, okay? There's the cat one. I added the fish and the trolley to it. The trolley just for the sign, and the fish we got lucky and found it, and then some rocks and some sand, and yeah, that was it. You could always go back and watch the beginning of the video once it's archived and see. I need ideas. So if you have any ideas, if you see some here in my clippings, you say it.
Said, oh, the fish is new.
Yeah, I found that tuna fish. It was last second. Got lucky.
And the streetcar.
And the streetcar, yeah. I think it's a trolley. I just call it a trolley.
Diameter
The trolley.
8153 said, "Nice."
Taking the
Jacobs
trolley.
Y9S said, "All right, Diane. Can't wait to hear your voice tonight."
It changes for her voice. It is kind of funny why it does that. I really like this guy. This was supposed to be a different collage. I don't really know what I was gonna make. They don't really go with this one. I don't know. It just reminds me of Lassie. If you ever watch Lassie, she'll find the boy in the whale. She knows the boy down in the whale. Check out those sailboats. Them are pretty sailboats. I mean, they're like pursed, like little. The coloring, we just got to look at the coloring. The bricks are different here than most of these bricks. The coloring. All aboard, all ashore. Everyone go ashore. You can cut out the sky, but then you don't have any more. These boats are in the way. Your boat's in the way. Oh no, I'm giving away my horse. Well, have I ever even showed that collage? I don't think I've ever showed that collage. That's funny. I should hide it. Hide that. I have this funny horse. I think I've showed the horse before, but I got to show y'all that collage here soon. Okay, we have a frog. He's underwater. He's peeking up. There's multiple frogs. It's Kermit. D-frog. If they were coming up out of the land, if you cut the water off of the top of their heads, they could be coming up. It's a fishbowl. Look at that fish.
Said, "Reveal the horse. No more secrets."
No more secrets. No more secrets. The secret life of CJ. CJ's secret life. Okay. Here's where my secrets lie. You might have seen that. I cut all around those. Let me see here if I can get something, because I think it's in here. Or I'm just messing it all up. Nope, I just messed that collage up. So I'm going to show y'all a vintage piece that I made out of these clippings here. And then I have a little video for it. This is not the horse. This one I was calling The Bird's Got a Boat. Bird's got a boat. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is where some of these clippings are from. And this was supposed to be one that I was going to put in my vintage ones for sale. That was kind of with that video that I was talking about earlier. The bird's got a boat. If you could see what's happening, I know the black is kind of weird, but he's pulling the boat out of the picture frame, but the boat wasn't really in the picture frame, but I put it in the picture frame, and I used a little statue there, just something simple and minimal to make that one, right? And that's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be cool, and it's one of my vintage ones. It's supposed to go. I was thinking like making that a collection or something, right? This one is the one. It's all messed up now. It's all shook up. But this was another one that I made out of that, and it's pretty cool and fun. And you'd have to see from the sailboats to see how it works. I have the picture. I have a video for this one. Sitting at the dock of the bay.
That's fun. Great composition.
And then, where's the horse? Oh no, where's the horse? Oh, I don't know. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Oh. A bunch of unfinished collages. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me put it back together again. Oh, how did it go? Oh, you sucker. Give me a second. It's messed up. I'm gonna just show it to you. It's messed up. Let me try to fix it. And I forget the name I had for him. Okay, so here's his wings. These are supposed to be his wings. I was gonna make a video of gluing these down, but why wait? He's blowing the...
Oh golly, we've got ourselves a Humpty Dumpty situation.
Yeah, we do. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Okay, he was going through there. This was sitting on that. This is coming from the bottom in the right spot. He's blowing fire. He has wings. And he's flying. He's riding the horse. And he's jumping over this. And I don't know if you see it, but you guys see the horse's reaction. And he has a little hat. Where's the horse's hat? It's like the Capitol building. On his hat. He was supposed to be, so these are supposed to be vintage ones that I was making out of these magazines. And if you can see the horse's reaction, he's blowing fire. He's like, well, it's hard. It looks better when it's put in the right position because his mouth, it's cut to his mouth properly. I can't get it right now because it's going. It looks better when it's put together properly. But check his eyes out. Don't you look me in the eyes like that. And then this was all lined up, right?
At the liminal cut, set. That's fun. It was worth the wait. I really like the horse one.
Yeah, this horse was really fun. He's a fun one to make. And, you know, it's not put together right. And I have these 3 vintage ones that are supposed to be part of the vintage ones that I was trying to make like collages for sale to see if I could sell them, and these were part of that. So I'll glue these together in like a video or something sometime. Try not to mess them up. Well, I just messed it all up. Check out her jewelry. It's Elizabeth Taylor here. I know you've probably seen that video. Maybe it's pretty old on my page, but she's got the jewels. I cut all these jewels out on her. Figured I could use these jewels for something else. But in the magazine, she talks about how she really wanted these jewels and how they were so expensive, but they saw them when they were traveling, her and her husband.
66.
And it's really pretty.
How about the horse in front of the flower trumpet guy?
So, since we could do that
A
horse, right?
Y9S.
Good
Set.
point.
That's a great thumbs up.
That's a good point with the horse. Okay, I'm not giving up my other horse. I can't give up my horse. But here we go. I have these. These were the ones I didn't want to show you because I made the other one. So, should we use this horse? I have this horse down here. Quit horsing around. Let me grab one of these. I have a black and white horse on the other side, but he's about to get sacrificed. He's a sacrifice. Well, he doesn't have to be. Oh, let me pull this cut up a little higher. Hopefully I don't need that dirt. I don't think I do. This one is the size. It may not be as big, you know, it might not be as big, but we could use this one down here as well. And I mean, I don't know about this plant, I just had it there. So we got 2 horses. And this thing feels like it goes with this. Yeah. Digging through my stuff, you know, it just gets a little crazy. I'll keep flipping, see if y'all want to try either one of those horses, and let's see what else there is. There's some cool books here. I don't know if we need this plant here. I'll keep it to the side. So we know we got a weird goldfish. These are just interesting. They're just funny magazines, you know what I mean? A fish bowl. I don't know how it works for this one. And then this guy. I think I got a bunch of those. Whoa, some weird creepy birds. Creepy birds, I don't think we need those. The guys on the boat. Bunch of birds. I got some other crazy animals in here somewhere. There's a clock that I never used. Oh, that's a pretty horse right there. It's a pretty horse. It's horseback. I don't know. Never really thought about this clock much.
Said. Fun fact, one of the books I bought today is mostly black and white, but I got it for the one colour image of a carousel horse. When you find a horse, you got to grab it up.
Yes. I love carousels. And I grew up in a park, Spokane, Washington, named Riverfront Park has a beautiful carousel. It's all handmade.
Cassie underscore is underscore Angela said, I miss horses. I always had at least one for 45 years until Christmas time last year.
Oh no. Well, that's a cool thing to have all that time though. Sounds like you really enjoyed having them horses that long. I've only rode a horse like 4 or 5 times. You'd think that I've rode a horse more, but I sure haven't. But they are beautiful creatures. They're powerful too. You gotta respect the horse. Respect the horse. Something they do on the reservation in Spokane Reservation. There's Spokane City, and then there's the Spokane Reservation, which is for the Spokane Indians. But they do like, I don't know, it's called wild horse or something, but they take the horses and race them down this steep, super steep hill, and it's nuts. Them dudes are crazy. No saddles, nothing, just wild. But you know, they're all native, so they don't care. They like that stuff. They like that stuff. I'm gonna set these guys to the side. We might pull one out. I like this building. Check this horse out. He kind of fits more character-wise to what we were talking about. He's a really cool horse. That's a really cool. I think we're just scale is our problem right now. I think the scaling is the problem. And you know, I may have to, you know, put it on pause and keep hunting. I like that horse though. I'll set him with these horses and we'll figure it out. Oh, check this horse out.
Cassie underscore is underscore Angela spot. That's got to be a weird transition.
You see that? She's like jumping the color. She's a little dark up here, but I do like it. I do like it. We got a lot of horses. I guess it's your lucky day to look at all the horses. Check that one out. I guess I like horses too. I guess I was keeping them all. That's pretty cool. Oh, she's in the carriage too. It's just too dark. None of this is working. It's not, at least not for my brain right now. I don't even know what I'm looking for actually. Bunch of birds flying. Don't need that. Just put that to the side. This guy's working on his like telegraph or something. We gotta get the message out. Got some super weird birds. These dudes are crazy looking. Now I could cut your feathers out. That's exactly what my feathers look like when I cut them out. Just like that. I guess I like just keeping Animal Planet here. Oh yes, the boats. I forgot about my boats. I got some serious boats here. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know, the picturing, you know, we're scaling. Scaling's a problem here. It's a funny boat. it's a funny boat though. It's too much, you know, like that's the problem. I'm gonna clutter it all up. All these ropes and stuff. The ship is funny though. It's the wrong way because it needs to be this way. Hey, let's go super abstract with it. I like the boat. I must say, getting strong whiffs. Oh, we got a blimp. Oh, shucks. We got a blimp. He's a pirate, I tell ya. The colors are... It's all off. It's all off, I'm telling you. Is he underwater? Maybe we'll put him underwater. We have a blimp from the U.S. Navy. That's wild. Does this tell us... not telling us. That's pretty cool. It would be kind of funny if this dude was underwater, but we don't have a whole water scene yet. We don't have a water scene yet. I don't know. I might be froze. I might be froze here. Turtles. That turtle's cool. It's pretty interesting.
A Diamiller 8153. Set. The blimp is cool.
That blimp is pretty cool. U.S. Navy.
You could put him underwater and have him blowing bubbles.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If I have water. If I have the water. I have a bunch of water creatures. There's a salamander. Maybe he's not a salamander. I keep saying that. He looks more like a salamander, actually. They're lizards. I don't know, but we do have the baby crocs down there. They're pretty awesome. I like those baby crocodiles. Are they alligators? They're alligators. Those look like salamanders. Or something. Oh. We didn't know you were gonna be a salamander. Salamander man.
And Cassie underscore is underscore Angelansport. Set. Or turtles, my turtle is 21 years old.
Oh, you got a turtle. Awesome.
Turtles. Salamanders. You did it.
I did it. I found some salamanders. I found them. Oh, it says it right. Maybe if you just read it, it says salamanders. They're interesting looking.
It would be funny to replace the trumpet with the blimp scene like he is holding it and blowing it up like a balloon.
I like that idea. Where's that blimp at again? I could cut the blimp out for sure, and then we can get a different scene. We don't need to fit. That could be a fun way to just like leave him. If we find something else cool, let me just cut the blimp out. It looks pretty easy to cut out. Can't hurt, can't hurt.
A lexicancy graph said, we don't read around here. We like picture books.
Yeah, that's my whole life right there. Just give me the picture book. I'll tell you what it means. I'll make my own meaning out of it. Like, that's not how the story went. It's like, that's how it went in my head. That's what I saw. I could see. Oh. Let's cut this out. This ain't gonna take long at all. Anything else we saw to go with this? Because it's kind of cool. This wall is kind of what's messing me up. I'm sorry if I'm talking into the mic or not right now. Too much into the mic. His like concrete wall there is kind of messing with the coloring in my mind. He's fun though. We can give him a little blimp or something and just kind of add a couple things. It don't have to be perfect, you know. Just a funny collage. Something simple. See what happens. Y'all get me into vintage magazines and then I just go like, I don't know. Ugh. Okay, I like how he's here, and then I'm gonna do one thing that might help my mind. Just one thing real fast. This may help me mind.
A Colleen Jacobs -Y9S set. Ha, I love the blimp.
Yeah, I think the blimp is funny. Why don't we have blimps anymore? We used to be able to fly for cheap, and then they had the Hindenburg, and then they stopped giving us blimps. I'll let y'all go down that conspiracy rabbit hole on your own time. Not on my channel. Just joking. 16 and a half, 16, and this just for my brain here.
A lexicancy graph set. What if he had other things he blew around him or at his feet? Like tires and balloons.
Okay, let's find some elements. If this doesn't work, it's your guys' fault. I'm joking.
Set. I'm terrible but being minimal. I'm so sorry. This is why I never have finished collages.
Yeah, it's because then you just add more and then add more, and it works out a lot of the time. But oh, if we really want to make this, oh, don't ruin it, or do ruin it, and then I could say, oh, sorry guys, sorry about that. You get in there. You quit dilly-dallying. What you doing? I put a slide. I could see through you.
A Diane Miller 8153.
Gotcha.
Said, we're just the puppet masters.
Yeah. Trying to get me to eat glue and stuff. I mean, if I want to go viral, somebody clip this. I'm gonna lick this. I like that. That's funny. That's really cool. Okay, we got other things. Other things around him that's getting blown up. That would actually work. What other things do I have? I think we probably passed some things, but let's see what else we have. Those are not cars. Check out some of these guys. Might as well check these clippings out while we're at it. What is he? He's not a salamander. Like an iguana. The kids like him. Oh, look. It's pet mice. Lexi might like that one. Those are pretty... It's crazy. They just got born. The frogs like to blow stuff. I blow hard. I blow real hard. I'm going to just cut him out just for fun real fast. But think about other clippings I might have. I just wonder what he looks like without his blue around.
Said, got any sports magazines handy? You could toss some balls in there.
Oh yeah. I do not. Sports. I have some, oh, and they are vintage too. I have some vintage Sports Illustrated somewhere. But like I was saying, everything's buried because they're coming to investigate my property tomorrow. And that's fun. Right as I saw that they were doing that, I like instantly went and cleaned my shower. It needed to be cleaned anyway. I try to keep it clean, you know, because it's where I get clean at, so I want to keep it clean. But it's been a few, and I was like, well, I should probably get in there and do that because they're going to be coming through looking at all my stuff, and they're going to say, what are all these boxes? Say, don't you worry about it. I'm moving out. I'll put all the stuff in boxes I want to put in boxes. You can't tell me what to box and where to keep my boxes.
A Mexican cigar said, it's about time somebody investigated me.
Yeah, they've been... This won't be the first time. No, I'm just kidding. What are you doing with all these magazines, son? I know something's going on here. It doesn't make sense that one person would keep all these magazines. You must be... You must be transporting something in these things. Oh, he doesn't work, but he's a cool frog. He's a cool frog indeed. Okay, well, I like him. He's just different. All right, it must be Christmas time, guys. Or sometime. Those kids. Look at that little kid in the rocking chair. Okay, we
Cassie underscore is underscore Angelan spot. Set. My cats were running room to room, and I don't think he was convinced I only had the two around my last inspection.
They're like, oh, I found a balloon. I found another one. I found a tether and a... These guys got balloons, and then he's part of the blimp thing. We could just cut the blimp out, could just have the balloon. They don't need to be tethered onto there. Yeah, they're kind of funny when they do those inspections, but I always just see, hopefully I'm here still, because I have some stuff to do tomorrow, but there's some things that we didn't collage with. I remember that once upon a time, and then Running on E. I guess let me cut these out because, you know, they're balloons and blimps, but we don't really know. I'll just cut them out. And then I have a couple more bags. And those are scraps from my other collages. I have more magazines. I have more of these Nat Geos at my feet, so it's all good. I'm not in a rush either. We don't need to finish it today, but again, I did a 6-hour drive, so maybe that might contribute to my thought process here. So I will blame my brain deadness for driving on the racetrack. Literal racetrack. It is. It's not just like driving, like, oh, cool, I'm gonna. This between cities like that, those two cities, they're just. You would think that there's all this, you know, all these miles between these cities, but nope. It's there is like nice farmland, but as far as it goes, there's lots of freight. It's I-5, it's Interstate 5. If you know, you know, from Canada to Mexico, people flying down that thing, and don't matter. There's just traffic everywhere, and big freight, big trucks. The truck feels like he needs to pass the other truck, but then it plugs up all the other trucks, and then we're backed up by trucks, and then I'm like, you know the word, I'm not gonna say it, but probably doesn't matter if I cuss on here, but I feel like it's family friendly. Kids could watch it. You could watch it with your kids. You could watch it with your cat, so the cats don't get all freaked out saying bad words and stuff. You just gotta imagine. It is just a lot of driving, but it's all good. You know, I got paid to do it, so thankful for that. It's been kind of slow, so. Oh no, it's a circle. It's not gonna come out like a circle. You get back here, balloon. That's the best circle I've ever cut out in my life. That's saying something. I guess I could have left this guy with his hand.
Next time you should try traveling by blimp for a more relaxing trip.
Yeah, no doubt. Should try that. If they let us have blimps anymore, or drone, you know. I was thinking about that. I saw some guys like they were strapping drones to their feet. They're strapping drones to their feet. YouTube, you gotta love YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube's great. They're strapping drones to their feet and flying. And I've seen people do it on like some industrial drones, but these were not industrial drones. They were just full on, just regular drones. And it wasn't working out so well for them. It almost reminded me of the people where they're like doing it in the ocean or whatever, and they put those like water jet things on their feet, and then they go falling over, and it kind of reminded me of that. It was a funny video. It's entertaining. It was entertaining indeed. Okay, I have now some of these I'm giving away secrets or whatever, I guess, because these were like scraps from my collages, but who cares? I put those videos out, they're out. But I cut this out, and then I got this dude, he's picking his nose. So I don't know why he's picking his nose. I'm probably digging for gold. I think he's digging for gold. But he's a different collage, I guess. I guess he don't fit with this. We're stick to the plan here. Not a booger collage today. We'll do that later, okay? I think he found it. I think he found his booger. Man, that's a good booger. Blue. It's a diamond. What else did I have in here? I have a bunch of magazines right at my feet, so if you got the time, I don't have the patience. That's really beautiful art right there. I like that. There's my other cheetah. If you guys saw my other cheetah, there's my one cheetah.
Digging for gold, you say. Did you put him at the end of your rainbow from earlier?
Yeah, where is that? Where's the rainbow?
I thought he was using snuff.
Well, you know what? Both. He's doing both. You know that? It's a double. It's a double whammy. These are the Queen's gold or treasures. That's like the thing that they found the Titanic type of thing right there. I think that's a different collage as well. These are scraps, but you know, when you're a collage hoarder, I'm sure you can all relate. I could use those for something once upon a time. That was part of that one. Maps.
At Cassie _ is _ Angelan spot. Said, I love the cheetah collage.
Yeah, that one was fun. That was the other cheetah we just saw. The other cheetah there. He's supposed to be used somewhere, and so I didn't throw him away. He's gonna have another life. Could be this collage, but not really. Let me. That's Rome. We don't really need a background, you know. It's keeping it minimal, and these are just. We'll get rid of some of that stuff for sure. I'm just keeping this stuff here. It's not. I'm just messing around, looking around. It's like one of my longer collages. Usually I'm just like, okay, bloom, blang, bang. I don't usually do this, but since we're just here hanging out, it's kind of the point of these.
Kareem Jacobs -Y9S.
Just hanging around.
Said, nose pickers right up my alley for collage.
I'm not gonna tell people Colleen's until she finishes it. You need to finish it. If you need the elevator scene, I'll help you find one. I should just pause and show you guys the magazine I found for Colleen. I sent you a picture, Colleen. I bought it. I bought it for you. It's coming. It's gonna come to your door. Okay. I might have to switch collages here. I see some girls that I want to collage with. Do you want to collage with girls? I like collaging with girls. I have these girls. I don't know. It just looks fun to me. It just looks like the place to be. Yeah, I just want to hang out at the beach too. This is Lake Day or something. I don't know what's going on. What's in here? Or we switch to the booger picker. Okay, we got that. Okay. This, I think I had an idea where they're supposed to be, the sailboats are underneath and abstract, and then we got the sailboats above, and we go above water, below water, and then we add that bird or something. I don't remember the idea. I think this was a full idea, and now I don't know it, but it would be pretty cool. It's all black and white. Maybe we'll save that for a bit. Booger picker. Booger picker. I'm stopped. Yeah, let me see here. Oh, that jazz trumpet just kicked in. I can't let you go. You gotta play some sweet jazz. Okay. Stinky Magazine number 1. This one is February 1958. 1958. Do y'all like these Nat Geos? Some of y'all were saying that you like these older Nat Geos. I think the problem that I have is you need to shrink down the cut. And see, actually, I think it needs to be cut a little bit more if it was going to fit one of those frames. So, there's lots of cool pictures in these ones, though. Wish I knew what I was doing. I don't think I know what I'm doing. I like the boat life. I like the boat life. All the yacht life. I like that dude. He looks real cool. I don't know if I'm gonna dive through all these magazines because these ones just got so much stuff in them. Lady with the hat.
I gotta go. I'll catch the rest on weekend.
Alright. Thank you, Lexi. Appreciate you stopping by. I think we've actually exhausted this for now. It's gonna need another... thinking. Some more thinking and some more searching because I have so many that are there to look through. So it's kind of weird. I like him. He's interesting. He was supposed to have a llama with him, but see, that's what happens in an old idea. Oh, I just flipped through this book and, you know, I saw this girl. Watch this. Let's grab her. Did you just come out of somebody's booger sack? Let's grab her. I think that if she was cut out, I could make something. Just having fun. I'm joking with Lexi now that she's gone. Maybe she won't come back and watch. I was joking with Lexi that I would flood her porch with magazines. And I have all those magazines. I need to do something with them. But I don't think I would do that to her unless she really wanted them. And she got me in our conversation. She was telling me, like, that was her plan the whole time, is to get me to send her all my magazines. She won that argument.
Jacobs Y9S. Set. Go ahead and tell them Hotboxer is nearly finished.
Awesome. That one's funny. So Colleen has this collage where Hotboxer. She's got this dude that's farting. And it's so funny looking. Just it's perfect because I don't know how he found that picture, but it's this dude. He's like bent over towards the camera. And his hair is kind of crazy, but it was cut out great. It's just funny how he's cut out. But he's like farting. He's like farting. But then Colleen's going to put him in like an where people are in the elevator and it's about to get closed. You gotta see it. It's farting right as the elevator is going to close. It's great. You got to post that in the community group. You could even post the progress stuff in the future. Like, I think people could do that. Like, if you never finish one, we were talking how it's hard to finish them sometimes. But you can post progress pictures in there. That's what's so cool about that. Well, I think that Facebook group will be really cool for. Is, you know, it don't have to be finished. It don't have to be perfect. It could just be a random idea, too. And maybe you could ask people what they're thinking. And I should probably do that here in the future and just say, what do you think would go good with this? And then I can find some pieces. And then when we go to Collage, I have some pieces that if I knew to search for tires and balloons, I could have already done that. Oh, well, there goes the top of her bag. Dang it. Oh, well. Shouldn't have messed with it, but I saw this little piece of blue and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do a piece of blue.
A feeling set. Haha, Colleen, that's hilarious. Open mouth smile.
It's so funny. I don't know how she found that picture either. Some of y'all, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking different and we all have different eyes and stuff. But some of the pictures I see people with, I'm like, how did you find, where did you find that? And maybe I might have just passed right by it. We could have been in the same magazine. And I was just like, oh, for some reason I just passed right past it. And I applaud y'all. I applaud y'all for finding some really cool stuff. So interesting, like watching the Fabulage stuff, because people are from all over the world. And I'm like, what magazine or book or where did this picture even exist from? Like, how is this even a picture? And it's just so funny to see people's stuff. I don't know, it's just hilarious. But interesting. Like, you could just see some of these are funny. Like, where you got that turtle, you make something with the turtle. And most of these, I mean, pretty obviously just came from some of these Nat Geos that are from like the 40s and 50s. And yeah, they're just random magazines. And I didn't really think about it. I had to do the driving and stuff today, so I was like, well, and I can't just throw these scraps in my thing because they smell quite bad. So I don't know what I'm doing. Let me just do a quick flip here and oh, drink some Coke on the beach. Oh, I like that camera. I've seen tons of those cameras in collages, but I just need to do something. And I never do that, so wow, that was a first. I don't like doing that because this happens. And what if I wanted these? Well, I don't need the water there, but you know, try not to rip stuff out like that. Just personal thing.
Said CJU, we could post images in the Facebook community like you used to caption in videos of like, how would you use this image to get inspiration from each other?
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, and see, I did do that and I still want to do that. I think I've just been trying to figure other things out. Like I was building apps and stuff, or they're just like web apps, but trying to like think of ways where we could all get creative and do that. And we're still going to bust out the how would you use this when we're cutting up the magazines. I just every live stream, that's part of the idea, is every live stream is all, we'll make a quick collage. We'll look at our last collage. We'll do a quick collage. And then we'll cut up some magazines as well, because I got to get rid of a bunch of magazines. So I have so many to get rid of that just need to be cut, and that's for moving and just for in general. And that's why, you know, us talking about storage ideas or organization ideas are really helpful, because that's, I need to do that for all of my clippings. And just having magazines, just like this is a perfect example of, like, I guess if you dive into these a lot, then you know where your stuff's at. But I don't dive into these at all, you know, like, so I would need to be looking at them. I like that foam roll. I'm gonna just pull it out in my scraps. Hey, it's snow time. I like that. But see, I don't know that I have that picture. But if I could get a picture of all my, oh, these girls, they're dolls, dressing with the dolls. Oh, is that where I just ripped that paper from? I like those flowers. And they're like at the White House or something. But so I don't know. See, like, I think we're gonna get some space stuff here. Oh, well, I guess I knew I had that. I've marked it. It's a picture of the moon. That looks pretty cool right there. What black? Oh, I had those girls for the black and white. Oh, I have an idea. Will it ever work? I'll forget it by next time. Get a sticky note. Oh no. Okay, that's where see, left-handed works really good for me sometimes, but then when you get to the end of a magazine like this, it does not. So we do a quick flip-a-rooney. Flip-a-rooney. What do I have to do tomorrow? I have to drive to Beaver's Dam. It's called Beaverton. I have to drive to Beaverton tomorrow. The people are going to walk through my place tomorrow. So what time is it? Okay. I have some time. If you need to leave, you can leave. I know it's kind of clutter-brained right now, but just please forgive me, because I was, again, I had to drive 6 hours, and then I just got here right in time. Not enough time to eat a sandwich. I made me and my daughter sandwiches. We had sandwiches, and they were pretty good. This stinky magazine. Sheesh. Phew. Phew. Stanky, stanky. Number 4. Yeah. I'm punishing myself with all this smell. But you could always come back and watch this. And I appreciate y'all watching, because we made it to the 3,000 watch hours. I was thinking that I would get the subscribers before I got 3,000 watch hours, but nope, because we hang out, and that made it work. Hey, check her out. I don't know what kind of collage that is. That's different. Put that to the side. Okay, here we go. I mean it this time. I'm going to make something this time right now. Okay, it's collage time. Start over, all over. Here we go. Hey, girls.
A Kareem Jacobs -Y9S. Send. Looks like a mammogram.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? That was, it's on one of those pages. I'll flip it around, pull it back in. Okay, girls on the boat. Boats with the girls. Where's my ruler? Change. I'm gonna do this last one, okay? If this doesn't work, What's the phrase? I should say it. All I can do is try, and if it doesn't work, I'll cry. I have plenty of time to cry tonight, and if they show up tomorrow and my eyes are all red and stuff from crying, then whatever. They better be happy I'm paying their rent right now. You don't want to mess with me, I'll stop paying my rent. Those boxes are a fire hazard. That's what I'm waiting for them to say. Why don't you mind your own business? Okay, so cutting around them is fun. It's tricky. Where's the hardest parts? Because I could also just cut right here and right there. Let me do one thing first.
A clean Jacobs -Y9S
Is the boat.
would have been great for the X-ray prompt.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, right there. That one would have been good for that. I had one that was really good for that, Colleen. We didn't talk about it because it never came out. And it's so funny. I have it. I'll show it. We got a collage with it, so it will come out. Remember that. I have an X-ray prompt. It's two little boys, and they have like glasses on, but they also have not tinfoil hats. They're wearing like pots for hats, and they look, they look like they got their tinfoil hats on. They're conspiracy theorists, and it's pretty hilarious the way that it looks.
A clean Jacobs -Y9S said, "Oh, I tickle myself."
That sounds even funnier when it's read by the Brit. By the Brit. I don't remember what I was going to do with this, so I feel like I might need to change gears. But since they're on the ball and the beach, and we have moon cycles, we might just need to cut them out and put them on the moon, because that's just funny. And then we can like bring this moon down. Or something like that. What's the hardest part? Oh, cut the girls out. Challenge accepted. How much time do I got? Oh, I'm still fine. Colleen's idea. She gave that idea to me. Maybe blade down. We'll use those in the future. It's not a waste.
A feeling said, "Put Blimpy Boy on the moon. Ha ha ha."
Do I have the blimp? Oh, the blimp guy. Yeah, he could be on the moon too. Maybe I just do that and I won't have to cut these girls up.
A clean Jacobs -Y9S said, "I know. Ha ha ha."
That might be great. I think we might just have been able to finish with the great idea from this moon. He looks kind of moonish. Ah, that colors. Oh, because it's the black and whiteness. I guess it kind of works with because he's colored. It does look crazy. The problem is how it cuts it off. I don't know why I'm putting that balloon in there. It's red. It matches his... Maybe because this, I know it's a blimp, but this matches his clothes better. And that white piece is gone. Do I have a colored picture of the moon? If I had a colored pic... Oh, I put that away, didn't I don't know. Color messes with my brain and stuff. It kind of messes with my brain. I mean, it's cool because it's just different. I mean, it's pretty cool. Looking at it on the screen like that, it's pretty cool how it's like the color and then the moon. Let me see. We use the blimp for something else too.
Said, you had a black and white blimp too, didn't you? Yeah, I like the balloon in the trumpet and float the blimps.
And have like the blimps around. I have a bunch of spaceships, I know that. I guarantee that.
At Colleen Jacobs -Y9S said, lots of Mississippi's boss.
Lots of them. That's a long delay. Whole lot. MISSISSSSSSSS. I'm just gonna cut this off. Just for my brain, because it don't hurt. I mean, it does hurt. It hurts me bad. I don't know why I didn't need to cut it off, because I don't need paper if I'm going to do it on the background. It's already a background, so why would I do that? I don't need the background for the paper. I actually don't hate him. It's actually pretty funny. With the, you could probably make this blimp fly this way, maybe? They're orbiting. Sound the orbits. Okay, I think since you're a little smaller, we're circling the moon. I mean, it's pretty interesting. it's pretty weird, but it's pretty cool. My hands are getting dirty. My hands are getting dirty. This is that dirty work right here. It's kind of funny, actually. Where else? I mean, I don't think I need... Sometimes you just don't want to overdo stuff.
Said, I like it. Haha, it totally works.
Yeah. I think it does. I think it's actually just a fun collage. That actually worked. That was a good idea to put the blimps back in. He has the balloon. And so the colors aren't bad because there's enough color where you got a couple pieces of color and then the black and white background of the moon. And you know what? I didn't glue that one right there. I didn't glue it. You know, I had some, he has a little green. I don't need to pull in all the colors. I get to color theory thinking I don't even know color theory, so it's probably not the best I get to thinking about it. But I do that a lot, and I'll be thinking about how to bring the colors together in like different ways. Let's see here. This might help us see him a little better, or blow the camera screen out. That actually looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. Before we call it full 100%, what if I just gave him a little bit more structure? Potentially, whatever. It doesn't have to be, but you know, never let a scrap go to waste. Unless you gotta go into the waste bin.
Said, but did you lick the glue stick? Then it'll be a stronger finish.
I could fake it. I'm not gluing anything. My tongue, my paper. The point is, I don't want to glue it down because I might want to use that moon. Although I have a whole nother half of the moon. Where's the dark side? I guess it would just be a black piece of paper. The dark side of the moon. Okay, I don't know about getting that flag, but I'll come back to it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Love that jazz music. So glad I have that. I'm sure mine's sound's about to turn off on my headphones though. I wonder what we're gonna do next time. Oh, now I'm messing that up. See, start thinking ahead. I started thinking about next time. I gotta remember. There's multiple things. I guess I'll just have to go read the chat again. I know that Lexi really wants that magazine. Ah, well, forget that. Can't say I didn't try.
At Colleen Jacobs -Y9S. Set. Boom.
Boom. Is that how bad your delay is, Colin? Dang. That's way delayed. That's a lot of Mississippis. That's a whole lot of Mississippis. You know, I tried to fix that. This is just, I don't know what I was thinking, but all that for nothing. It's an antenna. An antenna. It's just an antenna, okay? It didn't. You know, I was just trying to make it fit. I just wanted to have, you know. He needs to get a signal out there. How else are the spaceships gonna know where to go? You know? I've lost it. I lost it today. I lost it today. I think it was a brain dead day, but that's okay. I think y'all had some good ideas. I like how this came out. I don't know why you'd put his antenna down there. The antenna. It's called an antenna. It's an antenna. It's an antenna. I don't know. Somehow they're orbiting and he needs to send the signals. He's sending the signals out there. Anyway, I don't know. I had fun. We had lots of fun. My hands are really dirty. I like this collage. He's interesting. You know, we did something vintage. I went through all these vintage paper.
Tears of joy, awesome.
That's what we gave him an antenna. I think he's fun. I think it's interesting. It's just a different type of collage. And I don't know why those balloons. You better stop spitting all over the place and get the paper all wet. Take a drink of water.
This was fun. Thanks, CJ.
Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm going to jump over here and see if it came through and click this and say, it says go to channel.
At Colleen Jacobs -Y9S.
Add as
Set.
moderator.
Haha. Kid friendly.
It's real kid friendly, right? It's just how it goes, right? I'm away from the mic now. Give me a second. Can change in lives also capable. This is the high standard of moderation. I think it works. What's happening here? Did that go? I don't know if that worked, but should have sent you the moderation thing. yeah, so that's pretty cool. I appreciate the help. Thank y'all for doing this. I know it was kind of weird. We probably could have, should have just gone, should have, could have, would have gone with Lassie here. Oh, I'm not seeing my dashboard anymore. There's my dashboard. We could have kept it a little more friendly with Lassie. If y'all know Lassie, you kids just go look up some Lassie and they'll find you. You know, I don't think any kids are watching. Unless you got some kids. It's kind of, you know, we're a little older over here, so I don't know. I think it's fine. But I think this one's pretty cool. We could have done something with this. I like this collage. There's lots to do. I like these girls. I don't know. This is vintage, you know. I let y'all pick, and then I went down this rabbit hole. But I do think it came out really good. I do actually really like this one. It's a fun piece, and I will take a picture of it. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll find another piece when I'm cleaning up my mess, but I think that's fine. I like how it's orbiting and stuff. I don't know. Should he keep his antenna? Should he keep the antenna or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Should he keep it? Let me know, and then I'll wrap up the stream, even though we got a super bad delay. Should he keep his antenna? We could have gone to like Fairyland. That would have been, I don't know. I don't have any fairies. I do have a modern fairy girl. I like the boat. The boat and the fairy. The booger picker? I don't know what's up with the booger picker, but he's digging for gold. Digging for gold. And keep this here. That's good. We got super duper scraps over here. Those are just so my house doesn't stink.
Cassie underscore is underscore Angelan Sport said, keep it.
We're gonna keep it. Okay. We got one keep it. If anyone else is still here.
Said, I got the mod confirmation. Grin, thanks CJ.
Awesome.
My name is Kelly, by the way, everyone. See you here soon or in the Facebook community.
Kelly.
Red heart.
I was wondering if you wanted me to say that because he sent me that in a message. Kelly, I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping out, Kelly, because there's going to be so much going on. I mean, from people looking at it from the outside, they may think that, well, it's true. I mean, there's not, you know, I don't have a ton of subscribers. It's true. It's true. I must admit it. Fine. I'm not famous. So it can't be fun, but we could still have fun and not be famous. We could still build a community and not be famous. But my face is out there right now. I deployed the dimples. You just wait. I put those dimples out there, and as soon as all the dimple lovers come around, just joking. But it will get more busy, and that's why I encourage everyone to join the Facebook group, because sharing ideas, we can start like doing more communicating of like we were talking, how Kelly mentioned, I believe Kelly's the one who said it, is that we could post a picture and then ask people how they would use it. You could ask for inspiration. Like, let's just say I want a collage with the frog, but I have no clue and I don't know. See, like,
said, yeah, I don't mind. I'm on the Facebook as Kelly, so just thought I'd let the group know.
Awesome.
You're famous stuff, CJ.
Thanks. And see, like, the thing that Colleen was saying is that I totally didn't even think about llamas spitting. And so llama spitting is actually really fun, and that could be really cool to do. We got our horses still, got plenty of horses. I'll come up with a couple ideas, and then next time I run the thing past y'all for should we do vintage, I'll have some ideas ready. This was one of those, another one of those, sorry, and that's kind of where I'm at. I guess I don't need to apologize at all, but just a tip or a note is that I've been all over the place, and so I will have a lot more structure for these. As we move forward, I'll pick an idea that I want to collage with, the idea that I have in my head, but what my goal is to have is like an idea, but it can vary. Like, the idea can change from like, okay, we can have this trumpet player, but he could either have a balloon, or he can have a tire, or he could have a submarine, or he can have a hot air balloon, or whatever. Like, we can have options, and then everyone can pick that option. Then we'll move on. It's like, I have 3 backgrounds, and everyone can pick from the backgrounds. It just seems like a fun thing to do, but it does take my I have to actually do it. You know what I mean? I actually have to put the idea together and come up with it. Kind of like last time with the cat, and I'll bring the cat back in here because he's over there looking at me. I like this. I'm gonna take a picture of that. What about the llama? He can't go to the moon too? Who said llamas can't go to the moon? I'm trying to clean up my stinky magazines as we're talking here so I don't have to smell that anymore. Oh, we did find a salamander. But we'll be doing some more. And like the last one was pretty cool because I had a bunch of pictures and I'm like, well, whatever works. Whatever goes, goes. Some of those are really cool pictures right here. I gotta watch out.
The animal coat set. That's pretty much what we did. The trumpet started with a flower, right? Ha ha.
It did. It started with a flower, and I think I think it's better with the balloon, but I like your guys' idea. I didn't even think of. See, that's a whole nother thing. I didn't even think of the blowing anything. I thought, okay, there'd be a flower coming out of the trumpet. I didn't think about you're blowing and like blowing up hot air balloons, or that's crazy. I didn't even think about it, but that's what's so cool. Sorry, I'm way far from the mic, but you can hear me, I think. That's what's so cool about potentially building our community. Like, we're gonna build it regardless, and we're having fun regardless, but that's what's so fun about it, I think.
Set. It turned out amazingly. Well done.
Thank you all for helping so much. I really like it too. I think it's really cool. We'll save our llama. He's gonna go with the girls. The girls want a llama for a party on the moon. I don't know. That's gonna be a weird package to open up later. But I think that's what's gonna be so fun about this is like we can just all hang out and create together in a world where robots have ran our content into the ground, full of slop, full of worthless, brain-dead material. We can actually connect on a human level. Will humans still exist in 2027? Let's wait and find out. It's gonna be a wild world, and I think just human interactions is good for me. I tell you what, I thank y'all for hanging out with me and chatting with me. It really helps me out. I don't think I've said that as much, and as much as I appreciate it, as I may have mentioned it to like Colleen a few times and maybe a few people, maybe Lexi, but just like I appreciate the conversations and the talking and just chilling and hanging out. Is someone gonna buy this for $1 million? You know what I'm saying? That's not really the goal. I like to think of like, well, what if I could turn some art into something that could actually sell? That's a good thing in my mind. How could I potentially, monetize this as well, where I could do this more? Because that's really all I want to do, is be able to do it more and not have to drive 6 hours. But I just enjoy hanging out with y'all and chatting. It's good for my mind. It's one thing that I've really enjoyed about creating this channel. I think I'm about a year into this channel. I think it's been about a year. I think it'll be a year here really soon. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy making the art, and I really enjoy hanging out with everybody. And I want to make cool stuff too for myself, and that's how it all started. But the community factor just feels like it's going to be so fun, and we're going to make so much cool stuff together, and just getting to hang out with people, chat with people since I did that. And also signing up for the gym. That's been another good one for me. It's like, I don't really talk to anyone at the gym, but just going there to like, I don't know, maybe I just have stopped like being around people as much. Maybe ever since, the Rona happened, kind of just, not going out to like, I don't even go out to eat, and we don't go out to like hang out with friends or like go partying or nothing. I've kind of outgrown a lot of that stuff. So maybe the social interactions are less and less. And I think we are all probably experiencing that in some way or the other. So the chance to just kind of hang out with each other, make some jokes. I didn't lick any glue sticks, but I'll set a goal. We get 1,000 subscribers, I'll lick a glue stick. We're gonna need to get I'm gonna need to get something out of this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll set that as a thing. Okay, and Now you guys are gonna see me lick the glue. I'll lick it for 1,000 subscribers. That'll get me to the monetization. They're not gonna pay me anything. That's the other funny thing, is you can try to get up to monetization on YouTube, but they're not gonna give me any money for ad share revenue when I just have 1,000 subscribers. If your video got 1 million views, then they might pay you something. But you know, these probably ain't the type of videos that are meant to like take the internet by stream. They're not like viral videos. They're just really cool videos that people could just watch over and over again, or just chill and watch in the background, put them on. The type of content I actually prefer to watch, and that's why it's the content that I make, is that I feel like it's more chill. You could walk away, you could go to the bathroom, you can flip your hamburgers or whatever, change your laundry, and you wouldn't miss too much, and you'd still get to see the reveal of the collage in a world where cats dominate and fish run plentiful. There's a place called the Yukon. Y'all, you guys did so great with this one. You say I did great, but the ideas were great that everyone gave, because like, where did that building, Lexi's like, it don't even look like building. You're right. Now that I look at it, it didn't look like building. Told me to get rid of the roller coaster. Okay, and then the bridge, so we brought the bridge in. The bear, I messed around with the bear up on the cat's nose, and that was funny and cool too. And I did like that idea, but he looks like he's perfectly grabbing what's this called? You know, the staff here. He's grabbing the mast of the sailboat, and it just looks really cool. I just really like it. And then the cat, I think we were gonna have the cat poking his eyes out, and that would have worked too. But we just found the right picture. And then when I was going to close everything up, the first page, literally the first page of my folder of stuff, was the tuna fish coming out of the freezer. And we found that like a few weeks before, or a few streams before, and it was sitting in the top of the stack. It was in the gold file. So we had the bronze, silver, and gold, and I opened the gold one, and the number one was the fish. And so it shows that our organization is working as well. So it's really cool, really cool. I'm really happy to make more, excited to make more of these. He is kind of bowing up a little bit though. It's not really glued down. I used some tape to kind of keep it together, but I got a good picture of it. We'll make t-shirts of it, and we'll all wear it to our collage meetup in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna go and clean the rest of my apartment before they come and do a walkthrough on me and tell me that all my magazines are a fire hazard. So just gonna kind of clean it up and get ready and hide this collage so they don't think I'm too crazy. Anyways, thank y'all for hanging out. I'll see you real soon. There's a Thursday video. If you could give this video a thumbs up, I really appreciate that. That'll help this video. Just hit that like button, and that will help us out. And if you're on Twitch, I don't think we're got many Twitchers on there right now. I haven't been watching the Twitchers. My daughter says, stop saying that. I don't think anyone's watching on Twitch right now. Oh, did it not even work on Twitch? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's working on Twitch. There's one person. That's cool. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitch. That'd be awesome. Anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging out. I have a video on Thursday. Watch that. If you give that one a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that as well. And until next time, go and create something awesome.